First of all, I want to thank everybody being here for My Haunted Manor USA.
Yeah.
Wait, so that was none of us?
That wasn't me.
Right there, something went up the window.
One of the things that is so amazing about this place is you don't know where to look. You look over here, something happens over here. You look up there, something happens down below.
It's a new week at My Haunted Manor USA, and with the grand opening taking place on the 22nd of March, preparations were almost complete. For Daryl, Jeff and Trey, they had spent the last 6 weeks monitoring the location and delving deep into the historical research, which is vital for this long-running project. But now, a huge investigation is about to take place in a three-way collaboration, which will show exactly why the Samuel Miller Mansion was the chosen destination for My Haunted Manor.
Guys, we're excited to have DSGI come in. Good friends of ours. Matter of fact, that's where Trey and Jeff both came from, both investigators for DSGI, Diamond State Ghost Investigators. Super professional team. I've done some things with them in the past, and I'm excited to have them here. So it's going to give us a model of how we want this investigation and this location to run. Can't be more excited to have these guys be our first team coming in.
So tonight we have Diamond State Ghost Investigators coming. This is a really special team to me. They gave me my first chance in paranormal investigating. Really looking forward to having them here. They're a very professional team. They taught me everything I know. We also have Interstate coming. That's Tony's team. He's a big help with us. His team is going to be sitting here on nights when we're not here. It's going to be a great night.
Excited to work with DSGI here, see what they catch. You know, it's such a great team. They're super down to earth, but really serious about ghost investigating, and have some really cool equipment that we're going to set up and see if we can get them to have any personal experiences that we can back up with the cameras.
Working with DSGI, bringing them in here to the Manor for the first time. Some of their teammates have never been here before, so it's going to be really interesting to see what they capture throughout the night, as we'll be here helping, run the control room with Daryl, with Jeff and Trey, and to see what other teams capture. We had earlier, we had a door open on its own, guiding a young lady into the restroom. So I'm interested in.
Wait a minute, you were guiding a young lady into the restroom? What the hell is that about?
No, I was showing a lady to the restroom, and before we got near it, the door actually opened up on its own. So she's never been here, and she had a personal experience right away, 10 minutes after being in the door.
It's going to be cool watching DSGI tonight do their thing. It's going to be really cool to see and watch Interstate kind of hanging out with them, and each of them learning off each other and picking each other's brains. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch while we're all sitting up in the control room and
we'll be kind of showing Interstate, the control room, the DVR system, all that kind of stuff.
Since they're going to be running most of the weekly events for us, the overnighters and stuff, Tony's team going to be here doing all that. So we got some great people.
With this many investigators covering the manor, this would replicate how investigations would run when the manor opens to the public 1 week from now. And with every angle covered, the team were hoping to document real eyewitness accounts.
First of all, I want to thank everybody being here for My Haunted Manor USA. It means a lot to the three of us, and Tony and his group over here, Interstate. Having DSGI come in and be our test guinea pigs tonight is amazing, because we have the utmost respect for you guys, especially my two sidekicks here from your, I stole your babies from you.
Special moment.
We really appreciate everything you guys are doing tonight, and we're going to be upstairs monitoring the whole thing. We're going to break you into two groups. There's going to be a couple Interstate people with you on your teams, and they're going to be altering back and forth between the control room and us and you guys.
Okay. Where's the cat?
Spooky usually, no, but if you want to see Spooky, she usually.
I do want to see the cat.
We have a group in the servants' quarters right now, and it seems like they're getting the music box going off. They have a laser grid set up in there. It's the first time I've heard that there.
Yeah.
I keep feeling like there's somebody in here, like a little person. Who's in here with us? Who's in here? Can you come over to me and say your name? Can you say hello? You can touch one of the, Maureen, come here. My batteries are dead. There's something wrong with that, maybe. I don't think it's... Huh? No? No. So you have to, it's a... I was gonna say, like this? You're not. So, cause look, okay, so. Like, I'm still too far away. Yeah.
But that static dome
So here.
can pick up to 3 feet out.
Oh, is that, is how many feet up?
3.
3. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Well, that's about 3 feet.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
It has an internal
Let's see if
antenna.
you get anything on the, okay, let's see if we just ask a couple of questions. You did a really good job lighting up the lights. Can you tell me your name? So that we can be formally...
Now here's somebody else's music box going off. The other one, the one you put in there.
Can you use your voice?
We have another group currently in the basement. Check in on them.
Snowstorm.
Lots of orbs.
Because that one was not going off when it was on that side.
Yeah.
I just don't know how these things are like wired. Like if they're wired in tandem or if they're wired individually.
All of them. All of them.
All of them did.
And there's an EMF
I just don't
spike
know
over
that,
there.
like how that's ran.
Yeah, from my understanding, it'll change if it's touched. Electromagnetic as well. Yeah, so if you have, does anyone have a phone on them?
Yeah, I do.
That's, if you can take it off of airplane mode real quick. Yeah, so off of airplane mode, it'll set it off. So EMF ends by touch.
Are they flushing the toilet too much?
The EMF pod just went, oh, whoa!
What was the heavy, what?
Heavy creaking.
We'll have to remember to ask them about that to see if they were hearing footsteps above them, because there's no one down there.
Okay.
There's a car. Because I see it in the hallway there.
This is the lights in the hallway?
Yes.
So I wonder if it drives by, if we'll see it.
Can you set off Twinkle Twinkle again for us?
A spine-chilling piece of audio has just been captured in the kids' room. Listen again as we enhance this. And this is not coming from this guest here, who is holding the camera.
Can you set off Twinkle Twinkle again for us? That was really...
Exhale.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
It almost sounded like,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
yeah.
Wait, so
I
that
thought that
was
was
none
you.
of us?
That wasn't me. Was that one of them upstairs?
Alright, so y'all need to look at the cameras.
Can you set off Twinkle Twinkle again for us?
That was a really exhale.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna come and get Twinkle Twinkle at the end of the night, okay?
What do you need help?
Interesting.
Well, unfortunately.
So whatever said no, kid was like, no, I'm touching it.
That no was...
You guys didn't like exhale like a no.
It was literally like a...
Like, we all heard it. All four. We said, can you set off the lantern one more time for us?
So when I was standing right here on this corner.
Yeah.
And then when you guys yelled up, and I was like, no, I'm standing right here. When I walked in, that music box that triggered,
Yeah.
that was not me.
And then and once he got in, he sat in the room, and the music box went off. Nobody was out there.
That's not us. You were right there. I'll try again. I'll try again. You were right there.
Two bizarre moments captured on camera in quick succession as an unexplained voice manifests in the kids' room, and on the landing, a motion-activated music box detects something. But in the magic window room, a hotspot area in the manor, one of the guests had witnessed something physical. Unfortunately, this was not caught on camera, and therefore it remains a personal experience and cannot be deemed as evidence.
So we're in the secret window room. I was just in here for a portion of our investigation. You can see the room, it's pretty bare. It looks like nothing goes on in here. It looks a little unstable. So I thought this would be a good place to see if there was any energy in here. I tend to believe things will build up over time. So I came in here, there were no lights on. I was just leaning up against the wall. And then for no reason, I didn't prompt it, something just pushed on my arm right here. I can actually still feel it. And then like right under my breath, I said, "Can you please do that again?" And then right when I asked it to do that, it pushed on this side. So I validated that something was in here and something definitely was reaching out to try and let me know it was here. Really cool. I didn't feel anything bad, just it felt like someone was trying to communicate. So that doesn't happen very often. It's the third time in 13 years I've ever had anything like that happen, but to validate it like that, first time ever. So really, really cool.
I could tell. When I was first day here, we were doing some B-roll, and I was looking down that way and looked this way, and I was looking down there, and I said hello, and I heard a loud bang back here, like right in this area.
This is one of the, I mean, you guys know me, I don't bullshit. It's not something I do.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, and asking for it to do it again, just, that doesn't happen. So first time ever. Pretty, definitely, this is one of the more active rooms, I would say.
Is anyone here right now with us?
Can you touch one of us?
It's raining now.
Yeah.
Did you touch Kyle?
If you're still here, can you make a noise?
Can you move an object? Are you getting tired?
You try and recreate it. You're over here.
Yep.
Right next to
You'll feel the ground. It's soft. That's right where I was up against. Nah, it's fine. You're good.
Oh, it doesn't.
I will catch you. No, right there. That's where I was. But there was no one in here. It was just me. Andy and Matt were right in here.
Can you come touch me? You pull energy from these batteries. You like to do that? You touch my arm? Let's come back here. Come back alone. Test it.
Nope.
I want that, man. I want that.
That's 3 touches under my belt.
So there was a group of us in here. We had 2 torches set up here, an EMF spiking device, an EDI, and also the music box, essentially. So it's a REM pod and it'll play music when it is touched. So right as we were wrapping up, we had a lot of torch activity in here, but right as we were wrapping up, we said, can you play the music one more time before we leave? And then you heard a very faint no.
Can you set off Twinkle Twinkle again for us?
And we all looked at each other in kind of disbelief, like, wait, did you just say that? Did you just say that? And we're all asking each other. And it was none of us. So we were all in a lot of disbelief with the fact that we just heard this sound, like it sounded like someone right over here just said, no. And it was interesting that it was in response, can you please turn the music box on again? It did get much colder after that as well. Unfortunately, we had a lot of the equipment packed up, so we weren't able to get a reading on the temperature, but just thought it was really interesting that it seemed like it was we thought we were talking with a child earlier, and it was interesting that it sounded like a man's voice saying no.
Can you touch this device while I'm sitting right here? Can you tell us your name?
Oh, thanks for finishing it.
Beep, beep, boop.
It's pretty interesting.
Press that one more time.
I'll sing it with you if you play it one more time. You want to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? I think you really like singing that. We can do it together.
What we are about to show you next is possibly one of the most compelling visual captures that we have ever seen, and it was sent in just days before this investigation by somebody who had investigated here before the building became part of the My Haunted project. Now, this picture was sent into the My Haunted Manor team just days before this investigation, and it was captured way before the Samuel Miller mansion fell under the My Haunted project. If this picture is real, and we can't confirm whether it is because we don't know whether it was tampered with in any way, this was before we were in the Samuel Miller mansion, then it is one of the best things that I have ever seen in my career, and it is proof that the Samuel Miller mansion has had so many reports of paranormal activity and the evidence to back up those claims. This is again why we carefully choose our locations before they fall under the umbrella of the My Haunted project. Ye Old King's Head, My Haunted Hotel. This is a 400-year-old building that has had a reputation of being haunted for absolute decades. And the Samuel Miller mansion is the same. The reports of hauntings go back years, and this may just be the proof of that before it even became My Haunted Manor USA.
I know, we put you on the spot.
Is this you in the picture? Is that you?
Can you touch that device if that's you? Did we catch you on film?
You don't have to be afraid of us.
No. Can you say yes?
We're not scary.
Sound like a dog.
Yeah, there's something back there.
What does it sound like to you, Kyle?
Yeah. That's what it sounded like to me too.
You heard it low pitched?
It was behind me.
Yeah, it was definitely back that way.
And I'm behind here, I could hear it back there. It sounded like it was 2 rooms over.
I feel like you're distracting us. You don't want us to be in your room anymore. We'll leave you alone for now. Got super cold in there again.
We've investigated. This is the most active I've seen it do.
It's a lot of energy here tonight.
Yeah.
The investigation moves on, but unfortunately nothing further is caught on camera. But it would seem that in most areas of the building, people had witnessed something. But how much of that is truly paranormal, we cannot say.
Okay, we were in the basement and we would hear footsteps and we radied up. There's a crack in the floor, in the floorboards, and you could see light up here. And we heard somebody walking up the stairs and radioed up, and they said Daryl had just come up. There's nobody on the first floor. I want to say 15, 20 seconds after she said that, I was watching the little light in the cracked floor and something moved right, no footsteps. It just blocked that light out and moved away. We had a tripwire set up and it kept going off. We thought it was defective for a while, but it kept going, turned it off, turned it back on, and it settled. And it was settled for a good 2-3 minutes. And we asked if they were still there, could they just hit one time, and the thing went off.
It's a very cool place. You know, the history of it is
awesome.
just amazing.
When we were just doing the walkthrough, every room we would go in, I would hear somebody, like a footstep behind us, every time we went somewhere. I kept turning around, I didn't see anybody, but I don't know if that was anything, but.
I think when this place is going to be active, it's going to be very active.
The sound of footsteps again are being reported here, something we had already captured on camera.
Like literally just then I saw a light flash past as a car passed. We don't know that yet. We need to learn that still.
What the f***?
Yeah, one of the things that is so amazing about this place is you don't know where to look. You look over here, something happens over here. You look up there, something happens down below. You just don't know where to look. And I think that's why you can come here over and over and over and never experience the same thing. And I feel like there's not a bad place to investigate here. There's just not.
What's your favorite spot so far?
Oh man, this one. I would say probably the basement is one of my favorites. I like the second floor too. That was one where I just didn't know where to look. We had equipment set up all over the place, and something would go off here, we'd go over there, and next thing you know, in the other room. So I think that's the exciting thing about this, is you just never know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and where it's going to happen. So that's why you just have to come back, and you have to come back, and you have to come back.
I think it was really neat to see everything playing out, seeing the investigation and seeing everyone while being able to watch and listen to what was going on. A lot of people were experiencing different things in different rooms, and being able to validate, you're hearing footsteps, but no one's in that room was pretty cool.
Yeah, being able to see the people reacting in the basement to the footsteps and able to check in on them, check out the mics and everything. Using the whole system was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, being able to, when you're investigating with your team, you're just with your group. You don't know what the other group is experiencing. So to be able to see what all the groups are experiencing at the same time, and watching the rooms that no one's in to see if anything happening there, that's kind of really going to be the treat, is when something can get caught in a room where no one's at.
This place is amazing. Lots of activity everywhere. I got my hair pulled in the basement. When we first got here, Debbie and I had a long drive, so we asked to use the restroom, and we walked over to the print shop, and one of the spirits literally opened the bathroom door for us, which was kind of cool. I'm sorry I'm losing my voice, but definitely want to come back here as often as I can. This place is incredible. Thank you for having us, for sure.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys are here.
It's so exciting.
I think the control room is a really great setup that way. If a team's investigating, they don't know what's going on in other rooms, so having the setup and people manning the setup and being like, hey, like there's activity spiking here, I think that's a really great idea.
Nice to always be on top of things that are happening throughout the night. They're such
everyone's great.
Yeah, they're such a down-to-earth team. It's laughs all night and great time.
It's just one big family, and that just really goes to show, people can work together.
For the My Haunted Manor team, it had been a long night, but they were now fully prepared for the grand opening in a week's time.
Wow, what a night, man. Crazy activity tonight.
It was.
This place.
It's the most active night, I think.
Since we've been here, yeah. We're doing an interview. In the middle of an interview, we hear what sound like a dog bark. or could have been a human, and loud footsteps that are stomping through the building on the 3rd floor. All kinds of equipment going off at the same time, all within like a 15 or 20 minute period.
People getting touched, hair pulled.
Yeah.
Some voices.
And it was weird because it's something we need to document, but it was all between like 11:20, somewhere in there, when all that kicked off.
And we were having some activity back in the Print Center too. That just, proves that this whole building has activity.
Oh yeah. There's not a room in this building, even the room we're sitting in, our base camp, we hear things. We hear footsteps, we hear noises in here. I mean, you guys at home really can't see how big this base camp is. You see a small part of it, maybe a tenth of it. This base camp is huge. It's full of all kinds of archives from the building. DSGI comes in tonight and they're like, wow. They're like, this place is insane.
It's deceiving.
Yes, very deceiving.
Looking outside, you would never think it's this big.
Yeah, it's like, and you guys, when you come here, you're going to see the same thing. You're going to come in here and you'll be like, wow, every time you walk into a room, there's another room. Or, you find another place you can investigate, which is really cool. And I just saw something on that camera right there.
I don't know, the white room.
Yeah, right there, not in the basement.
Out in the basement.
Right there. Something went up the wall. But it's stuff like that. We're just sitting here doing it. We're doing an outro for you guys, and we're watching the cameras kind of run in front of us here, and we're seeing things on the cameras. It's amazing how active this place has got tonight.
Yeah, I would say too, DSGI Diamond State is so reputable and
top notch.
We trust them, and
top notch. I mean,
if nothing happened, they would tell us nothing happened.
Right.
And the fact that they thought it was so active, they had all this activity, I can believe that.
And they can't wait to come back.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, you don't always say that about every location.
And it's not always going to be like that. We can't guarantee activity is going to happen. But
and not just that, we got a great team behind the scenes here with Interstate, running things with us.
Amazing.
Yeah. Those guys are top notch as well. They're a younger group. Some of them are. They're coming up in the business. They're getting to see how things run, and they're very excited about being behind the scenes and helping.
They're eager to learn. They picked up the DVR system super quick. It's a pleasure having them on our side.
It is
through this.
And they're just so willing to go out of their way and do anything for you. I mean, the one kid, it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning right now, and he has to drive an hour and a half back home and has to be at work at 5 a.m. So
I didn't even know.
Yes,
God bless him, dude.
Yeah, he's
respect.
We sat here and watched stuff tonight that we couldn't believe our own eyes, but we went back and tried to debunk it. It's not like we just saw, oh my God, look, we went back and tried to recreate it, and not just myself. Trey would go back behind me just to follow up on me, and then Jeff would go behind Trey and follow up on him to make sure it was done right. So I mean, this is the group of people you got here, And the same thing goes for the guys over in the UK with on HQ. They do the same damn thing we do. And
it's genuine paranormal.
Yes.
And if you don't think it is, then come out here.
Yeah,
and
please.
Check it out.
Well, I
have nothing to hide.
I challenge you. Anybody who doubts it and doesn't believe it, you're welcome to your own opinion, but I challenge you to come out here. Put your money where your mouth is. Come out and experience it. And if you don't get anything, you don't get anything. We can't promise that, but there's no fakery here. No. This is the real deal.
I'd say it was a successful soft launch. It gave us an idea of how.
I wish it was the hard launch.
I wish it was too.
It went really good.
Yeah, but I think I think there's some stuff we can button up. We can dial this in a little bit more before we open fully to the public.
Yeah,
but it's exciting. I think that tonight was a huge success.
And the cool thing about this whole thing is it'll get better every time.
100%.
Every time there's going to be stuff added, doing things a little bit differently. Seeing what works and what doesn't work for us. And we've come across that already. In the couple months we've been here doing things that work and don't work. But we keep adding things, we keep making it better. Like you said, we have stuff in the building, some logistics we're working on, getting cleaned up. We're almost, we're 90 to 95% there.
Yep.
We're getting cots in the building for the dorm rooms.
It's all the beginning.
Yep. This is just, it hasn't even started yet. It's the crazy part, and we're already doing all this and having all this crazy, but all this work and hard work and stuff we're putting into it is paying off. Grand opening this month, March 22nd. You know, we're only 20 days away. Wow.
Fast.
Wow.
Get your tickets, myhauntedmanor.com.
Yeah, and don't forget to book your overnights too.
Book your overnights. All those dates are out there up until end of June.
Yeah, and more will be adding. So guys, just keep going on the site, looking for your date, and if there's something there that you don't see, and message us. Hit us up on social media. Maybe we can help you out and figure it out. But the place is open. It's March 22nd is the grand opening, and we're ready to rock, man. I tell you.
Hope you guys come.
Yeah, we'll see you there, guys. Thank you.
See you guys.
The grand opening awaits, and with this recent piece of evidence surfacing, who knows what will happen next here at My Haunted Manor, USA.